So Lockdown is a comedy heist film that was just released, and it was surprisingly decent. This was set and shot during the lockdown in London, and it follows a couple whose relationship is on the rocks and are forced to be in lockdown together. Anne Hathaway plays a disillusioned career woman whose job is driving her crazy, while Chiwetel Ejiofor plays an anxious and artistic delivery driver. They, however, have a spark of romance when they realize that a diamond that he is meant to be delivering from a warehouse is at its least protected due to the lockdown. This causes them to realize that they have the perfect opportunity to steal it. One of the things I loved about this film was actually the way it opened. While the opening credits are appearing, the film's audio is overwhelmed by sounds of traffic and people doing day-to-day things. It then suddenly hard cuts to a completely silent and deserted London street. This was a very clever way to open the film, by capturing the sudden and abrupt nature of the pandemic and the subsequent lockdowns. This is an oddball film in terms of its style and tone. The best way I can describe it is Marriage Story meets Ocean's 11. The majority of the runtime consists of dialogue between the two leads, hence the Marriage Story comparison, and since the film is mostly shot indoors, it mostly relies on the performances of the two leads and their chemistry. And thankfully both actors do an amazing job. Not only are they well cast, but they both bring their characters to life. Chiwetel Ejiofor is an actor I've enjoyed for some time now. In this film he definitely doesn't disappoint. He embodies his character's eccentric and neurotic nature by using dramatic irony and being consistently quick-witted. Anne Hathaway embodied the stressed out and disillusioned character she was playing extremely effectively. There's one particular scene where she goes on a long monologue about her career, which was both tragic and hilarious. If you've seen the film, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. Both actors managed to make the relationship feel extremely realistic and three-dimensional. Whenever the characters interact, it really feels like there is a history and baggage to every conversation. The film was overall pretty tightly directed. Doug Liman, the director, used a lot of handheld cam and close-ups on the characters to give the film a contained and intimate feel, putting the audience in the characters' trapped headspaces while making us feel like we are stuck in lockdown with them. Another smart directing choice was how Doug Liman shot the scenes in which the characters leave the house to finally execute the heist. He used wider angled tracing shots, which captured a lot more in the frame, as well as gave the scene a more energetic and fluent style, capturing both the urgency of the scene as well as the freedom the characters are experiencing. The movie's lighting felt very natural, which gave the movie a realistic look, which is appropriate considering it takes place during very real and very recent events. My only issue with the film, and I'm not the only one saying this, is the pacing. The film is 2 hours long, and as much as I enjoyed the dialogue-heavy domestic drama, it began to test my patience around the second act. I feel as though the film could have easily trimmed 20 minutes off its runtime by cutting out some unnecessary plot elements. But outside of that, I thought this was a solid and overall genuinely funny movie. It had great performances and was well directed. I don't know why this isn't getting more love from the critics and audiences, but I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I've got more videos on the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time!